Good morning, everybody. Welcome to game number two between Appalachian State versus Ohio. Ohio was able to prevail with a 6-5 win after scoring 4 runs in the seventh, one in the eighth, to proclaim the win here for against Appalachian State. Appalachian State was the Falcons were able to score 2 runs in the top of the ninth, but it was too little and too late. And for the fourth time in about 5 games, or at least the third time in 4 games, they've been able to score late and win late. And once again, they're going to be asked upon here to sort of take a lead in this, play the same possible way they can, trying to defend their title here. Ohio will be sending Roger Clemens to the mound, who was their big primetime pitcher, their ace fireballer. And they're going to be facing Appalachian. He'll be sending Lou Burdette, who won his game, had a complete game shutout, and he has been pitching really, really well. A few changes here, though, for Appalachian State, with Jesse Burkett, Toby Harrow now playing shortstop today, George Brett batting third, Pete Browning in the cleanup spot. Earl Combs moves down in the order. He's batting fifth. David Wright sixth. Todd Hundley batting seventh, and Brandon Lau replacing Bill Mazeroski, who's struggling with the bat. Will be batting eighth, and you've got a plethora of players here to come in at their disposal. The wind's blowing left to right at 8 miles an hour, 46,698. A bit of rain, 50 degrees, but overall, just a decent night for baseball. And we're underway at Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati, Ohio. The 3-2 pitch here from Roger Clemens, went 20-10 this year with 8 complete games. Struck him out with a fastball off the plate. There's out number one. Toby Harrow, a 3-1. And the one thing about Harrow is he could take pitches, make the pitcher work. A 3-1 count, fly ball to center, and Maddox makes the catch with the second out. George Brett, 1-2 pitch to him. Struck him out. Nice slider to end the inning. A couple of strikeouts by Clemens. And here come the Reds up to hit. Gary Maddox, George Sisler, and then Delahunty. Maddox at a home run, 7 RBIs, batting .375 in the playoffs so far. First ball hitting, Lou Burdette. There's a line drive, but right at Burdette. Pure self-defense on his part for the first out of the inning. George Sisler had a very solid game last time. He's slowly maybe come out of his slump here, but 3-2. There's a drive that is ripped right at Pete Browning for the second out. Well hit, but right at right fielder for out number 2. Delahunty had a big 3-run homer to highlight the 4-run seventh. First ball hitting for Delahunty. There's a line drive. There's a base hit to right. And Casey Stengel, league's batting champion, is aboard with 2 down. Mike Schmidt, 3 of 19, 3 RBIs. First ball hitting for him, too. And a wild pitch to Lou Hundley. Delahunty is now at second base. A 1-1 to Schmidt. There's a weed pop up. That'll be to George Brett. That'll end the inning. And the Reds wind up empty-handed as we go to the top of the second. Pete Browning leading off 9 of 26 with 5 RBIs so far in these playoffs. A 2-2 pitch. A ground ball to short. Larkin picks it up, guns it to first. Typical play makes it look very routine for out number 1. Earl Combs, 12 of 27 with 4 RBIs. A 1-2 to Combs. Struck him out with a fastball that tailed away from Combs, and there's out number 2. David Wright, the 1-0 pitch to him. There's a ground ball right to first. Sisler will pick it up. And a 1-2-3 inning for Clemens. On to the bottom of the second. Larkin, Munson, and O'Neill. Larkin is 3 for 20 so far in this playoff. There's a line drive. There's a base hit to right. Ball's a bit off the plate, but he lunged and poked it to right. To steal the second. They got him. Beautiful throw by Todd Hundley to Mail Larkin at second, and there's one down. The 2-2 pitch to Munson. There's a line drive. There's a base hit up the middle. Ill-advised move here by Larkin to get on, try to attempt to steal second. There's Paul O'Neill, the 2-1. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He's going to go to second for one, and that's all he'll get. The 1-2 to Rose. There's a line shot, a high fly ball in the right center field. That ball is well hit. But this will be caught by Browning. That'll end the inning, and that'll bring up Clemens at that leadoff in the bottom of the third. To the top of the third with the Falcons coming up here with Hundley, Brendan Lau, and Lou Burdette. The 3-2 to Hundley. Ground ball right to second. Rose will pick it up, but he won't have a play as the ball was hit deep in the hole, and it'll be an infield hit for Hundley. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. The throw to second, not in time. They got him as they're going for a hit and run, and Hundley is cut down fairly easily. The 1-2 to Lau. Struck him out. Nice pitch. The 2-2 to Burdette. Struck him out. What a beautiful slider. He has struck out 5 through 3 innings. Here's Burdette, Clemens, Maddox, and Sisler. Ground ball, a line drive right to Hara for the first out. Maddox, the 2-2. There's a line drive. There's a base hit up the middle for Gary Maddox. He's on board with a single. Sisler, the 1-1. We pop up to Brandon Lau. And there's a second out of the inning on the infield fly. Delahunty, who singled to right last time, up the 1-1. Ground ball to third. By right to second to force the runner. And after 3, both pitchers are locked in. No score through 3. Burkett, Hara, and Brett. And Jesse Burkett really looking to get some damage done here. And maybe get the focus here on trying to get Clemens to work. And throw pitches here. And they're going to walk him. Gets a job done here. He gets that walk in. Pitch out, ball 1. Ball 2, and Clemens having a bit of trouble with his control. Ball 3 here. Ground ball, 6-4, 4-3, double play. Well done. First ball hit for George Brett. Here's a drive to center. That ball's ripped. Maddox running at the track, and he catches it. Beautiful leaping catch by Gary Maddox. That'll be the last out of the inning. Leadoff hit turns to a double. Leadoff walk turns to a double play. And Brett's drive is captured by Maddox. What a beautiful play. Schmidt, Larkin, and Munson to come up. The 1-0 to Schmidt. Weak pop up to Brandon Lau for the first out of the inning. Barry Larkin. Drive to left. This is playable. For Burkett, there's a second out. Munson, the 0-1. The ground ball and a base hit to right for Munson, just by the glove of Brandon Lau. Another 2-out hit for Ohio. O'Neill, the 2-2. Ground ball right to the pitcher. He'll fire to first out of the inning. So through 4, both pitchers pitching really well here. 60 pitches thrown for Roger Clemens through 4 innings. The pitch to Browning, the 0-1. Ground ball right to short. Larkin will fire to first in a routine play for out number 1. And Combs, who has 12 hits in the playoffs so far, Down 0-2 here. Struck him out. Nice fastball. His sixth strikeout of the game. The 1-2 to right. Struck him out. Another forkball here, and that'll end the inning. And Clemens making it very difficult. One of Hawkins' hitters. Rose, Clemens, then Maddox. The 0-1 to Rose. There's a drive that is hit the left. This will be playable for Burdette. He's under it. Makes the catch. The 3-2 to Clemens. Struck him out with a sinker. Beautiful pitch. Out number 2. Gary Maddox, first ball hitting here. He singled last time up. Ground ball to third. The ball's picked up by right. Thrown to first. And there's the out. 69 pitches here. Hunley. First ball hitting here. There's a drive. And he rips it for a base hit to center. And Hunley is on. Brandon Lau to come on in here to get the bunt. Nope. And it's right on to Clemens for the out. Burdette will try to do the same. He's going to bunt him. And not in time, and the ball's thrown away. The ball is thrown away on the air as Burdette moves to second. And an ill-advised throw by Munson. There's Burdette. Low with the slider. Looking to get those first runs in here. Another pitch low. Strike 2. 2-2 pitch here by Clemens. Struck him out with a forkball. Beautiful pitch. There's out number 2 with a big out there. Crazy big out. 0-2 to Toby Hara. Post a slider, and that'll be strike 3. Second and third with 1 out. An error committed by Munson, and that is completely erased. Sisler, Delahunty, and Schmidt. A 1-0. And a line drive and a base hit, just like that. A big lift given by Clemens here. There's a leadoff single. Here's our drive as a high fly ball that is high. It is deep at the track, but it'll be caught by Burdette for the first out of the inning. That was a big drive there. The 0-1. Schmidt with a line drive. There's a base hit up the middle. Sisler running second, heading to third. He's not in time. First and third. 1 down. Barry Larkin, the 0-2. Line drive, base hit to right. And there's the first run of the ball game. Schmidt running to third. He's going to make it. Barry Larkin delivers an RBI single to make it 1-0. Still first and third, nobody out. Thurman Munson, the 1-0. There's a fly ball that's into left. Running in is Burdette. The throw to a plate, they got him. And they nail him. Brilliant throw on a double play. So it's 7-7-2 double play. During the inning, but Ohio does pick up a run. Maybe an opportunity to maybe activate the bullpen here. Tyler Clippard to be activated. Johnny Venters to be activated from the bullpen. Let's get these guys ready just in case. Brett, Browning, and Combs. The 0-2 to George Brett. Ground ball right to Sisler. Run towards the bag and get the unassisted. Pete Brown is 0-2 today. The 0-2. There's a high fly ball. It is deep. It is at the track. It is at the wall. It's gone. And just like that, Pete Browning takes a 94-mile-an-hour fastball and just crushes it for his first home run of the postseason. And this game is tied. Well, you never got the impression that Clemens was going to get hit, but he certainly did there. 2-1 for Earl Combs. There's a drive to center. This will be playable for Maddox. And there's out number 2. David Wright, over 2 today. The 1-2 pitch to him. Struck him out. That's slider. That'll end the inning, but Appalachian State ties the game with a solo shot for Pete Browning at deep left center. And O'Neill, Rose, and Clemens to come up. The 2-2 to O'Neill. There's a drive to center. Just beyond the glove of Brandon Lau. There's a base hit. There's a leadoff single. Pete Rose, the 1-2. Ground ball to third. 5-4, 4-3, double play. And 2 down just like that. A pitch to Clemens, the 3-0. And inexplicably walks him. Maddox, the 0-1. Ground ball to short. Ball be thrown right to first. That'll end the inning. And nothing across here. Appalachian State here. Hundley Loud, they might have to take out Burdette if they see that there's a threat here. 2 for 2 for Hundley. The ball up at it. A 1-2 pitch here. Struck him out with a slider. 11 strikeouts for Clemens. Brandon Lau. There's a drive. He rips it right at Maddox for the second out. They're going to keep Burdette. The 0-1. There's a ground ball right to Clemens. Will fire to first. That'll end the inning. And to the bottom of the 8th we go. Sisler, Delahunty, and Schmidt. The 0-1. There's a drive and a base hit up the middle for Sisler. Leadoff single for him. A 1-1 to Schmidt. Here's a drive, 6-4. And that'll be it. They'll just settle for that 1 out here. That was Delahunty, actually. Schmidt, the 2-1. Fly ball to center. This is playable. Here's your second out. Here's Barry Larkin, the 0-2. There's a ground ball to second. He'll throw to first. That'll end the inning. And to the top of the 9th now. Both teams locked in. Look at Hara and Brett. Raleigh Fingers to come on in to replace Roger Clemens. Here's Jesse Burkett, first ball hitting. Here's a drive and a base hit to right for Burkett. He's on board with a single. Toby Hara. They get the bunt down. He bunts it foul. The pitch to Hara. Struck him out at a fastball. He's down he goes. George Brett. There's a ground ball to second. Ball hit and run play was on. And it's 4-3 put out with a run in score position now. Pete Browning. First ball hitting. Winder got the base hit the other way. That'll be for extra bases. Brown will come around. And he's going to go to third. He's going to be a triple. And there went a triple. A big play. Top of the ninth, a triple. And Pete Browning with an RBI triple the other way off of Raleigh Fingers has now given Appalachian State a 2-1 lead. And Appalachian State will bring in Al Bumbry coming in pinch hit. He'll play center field. Pee Wee Reese will come on in and play shortstop in place of Toby Hara. And we'll put Bill Mazeroski at second base for defensive purposes. And then we'll put Andy Semenik to place Hundley in the catcher spot. Still have Kadire and Lemon still waiting in the wings here. Al Bumbry to face Raleigh Fingers. The 2 down, the 3-2. Struck him out. That'll end the inning, but they do pick up that 1 run on the RBI triple by Pete Browning. It is now Munson, O'Neill, and Rose to come on in. And they're going to bring in Tyler Clippard, Al Holland to come in just in case. Pitch the 0-1 by Clippard. Here's a drive to center. This is high. This is deep at the track, at the wall. What a brilliant catch there by Bumbry, who makes the catch for the out. In comes Johnny Venners. David Carpenter come in the bullpen. O'Neill with Venners to face O'Neill here. The 1-2 pitch. There's a drive and a base hit up the middle off of Johnny Venners. And with one out, O'Neill is on. Here comes Roger Bresnahan to come in and pinch hit. The 3-1. He walks him. First and second, one down. Frank Howard to come on in. Al Holland will now come in to close the ball game here, as Johnny Venners doesn't get anybody out here. But 0-2 is a ground ball right to the pitcher. The throw to second to get the force out, not in time for a double play. First and third, 2 outs now for Gary Maddox. A 1-1 by Al Holland. Here's a drive. It is high. It is deep at the track, at the wall. It is gone. It's gone. A 3-run homer by Gary Maddox in the bottom of the ninth to win it. And once again, Ohio prevails, a 4-2 win. As Gary Maddox delivers the blow. Unbelievable. Do you believe it? A 370-foot blast. Well, for Appalachian State, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error. The winning pitcher is Raleigh Fingers. He's now 3-1 in the postseason. Al Holland picks up a blown save. That's for sure. Tyler Clippard with a hold. That was his first of the postseason. And Johnny Venters is now 0-1 this season. And an unbelievable ball game. Roger Clemens, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. A home run to Browning. And you'd think that they made all the right moves here, and they just couldn't get it done. 8 innings, 10 hits by Burdette, but gave up just 1 run. 1 walk, 1 strikeout, no home runs. Tyler Clippard pitches a third of an inning. Gets the job done. It's the first time they removed him. Picked up a hold, and they were hoping a lefty versus lefty situation. Johnny Venters doesn't get anybody out. For the loss. And Al Holland, who unfortunately did pick up the out, the force out, but got reamed with that home run and gets tagged with a blown save. And it's really unfortunate because there are 2 games where they've had the lead and they've blown them, and they were tagged with a loss both times. Roger Clemens, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts. strikeouts, no home runs. So nothing across fingers. Once again, pitches in the game and gets hit, gives up a run, 4 strikeouts, but collects the win regardless. And incredible. When you look at it. Gary Maddox with a second home run of the playoffs, in which you can only say is just unbelievable. It's incredible. Tough way to lose for sure. Gary Maddox, 2 for 5, home run, 3 RBIs, a run scored. George Sisler went 2 for 4, scored on a run. Delahunty, a measly 1 for 4. Mike Schmidt, 1 for 4. Made a lot of contact though. Barry Larkin, his first 2 hits of the series, 2 for 4. He drove in a run. Thurman Munson went 2 for 4. It's 5 for 8 so far in this in this series. Bresnahan, he pinch hit and he walked. Scooter Jeanette came in, played short for Larkin. Frank Howard, 0 for 1, fielder's choice, but he scored a run. Pete Rose went 0 for 3. Paul O'Neill went 2 for 4. He scored a run. Just a tough way to lose for Appalachian State, as they, in their minds, are going to put all the right made all the right moves, and just couldn't get it done. Jesse Burkett came up on top of the ninth and ripped the single to right. Walked once, struck out twice. Clemens was just merciless with his forkball and slider today. Earl Combs went 0 for 3. He struck out twice. Now Bunbury comes up and he struck out as well, so he didn't fare any better. Pete Browning went 2 for 4, a triple, a home run, 2 RBIs and a run scored. He was just magnificent. He's 4 for 9 with 2 triples and a home run. David Wright went 0 for 3, and he struck out 2 times that slider. Todd Hundley went 2 for 3. He struck out once as well. Brandon Lau, 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Toby Hara went 0 for 4. He struck out twice. Pee Wee Reese played. Bill Mazeroski played. I mean, they put all the defensive pieces there. George Brett went 0 for 4. He struck out once, so he had a bit of a struggle again. And it's just a tough way to go. That's just not, well, it's just tough when you lose that way. And boy, that hurts. Boy, does it ever hurt. Wow. And I'll end it and see you next time.